Hey everyone! Today I am working on my Altered Index 2025 challenge put on by Nonstop Paper Crafts, and I'm on week 42, and the prompt for week 42 is lavender. So I've pulled a few things out. I've got my sentiment stamp and die set, which I'll set aside for now. I have my watercolor cardstock that I've been using for the whole challenge, and I have some watercolor paints that I'm probably going to use, and I have this ephemera pack that has a lot of like lavender colored elements in it. Excuse me. So I'm sure there are also, yes, there are also some that have actual lavender flowers. So that could be a possibility. Just gonna punch it out as an option. Let me just move my water out of the way for a second so I don't spill it on everything. That would be bad. I think there's a prettier lavender ephemera back somewhere in this pack. It's kind of pretty. I really like clocks. I mean, I've recently purchased the Echoes of Time collection by 49 to Market, and I have made several different card videos lately. That's pretty as well. So like clocks and gears, I'm all into those right now. Ooh, I like that. That's a maybe. There's a lot of like spa feeling things here. Some little lavender roses. Ah, yes, that's the one I was thinking of. I knew I'd used it before. Oh, that's pretty too. Let me just punch this one out. Come on. Oh, there is a piece right here that I was supposed to tear out. Can I get it? I don't want to rip anything else. Oh, just peeled the back layer off. That works. Let me throw those in the garbage. I think I like this one better than the other one. I'm not sure about that, but I mean, the color, it fits in well. I think what I'm going to start with is some watercolors. Let me just set those to the side. And I have got this, I don't even know what brand it is. I think I got it at Michael's, so it's probably Artist's Loft. But they're metallic watercolors, and I've used it a few times. And I'm thinking of going in with like the purples, maybe the light blues or pinks or grays. I don't know. We'll see. I am not a watercolor person, and I just saw my friend Annette on AS Card Designs on YouTube. I saw her spray her watercolor paints before using them. I've always just dipped water into them, but I'm going to do that because that seemed like a really smart idea. And I'm also going to spray that to get some water on there, and I'm going to use a larger brush and actually just add a little more water on there. You know what, let's just do the whole thing just because because I'm going to watercolor the whole thing anyways. What do I want to start with? Let's maybe just start with this like shimmery white. I'm going to put my dirty water there. Let's maybe set like a, tilt that up to see. It's kind of a, I don't know if I want this color. It's almost got like a brownish gold hue to it, but you know what? I think that'll be fine. Can't really see much for color on there right now. There was something stuck on there. I think I want that. I want the purples at the bottom. Maybe I'm just gonna start at the bottom now that I've started at the top. Why not switch directions? Just add some color there. And maybe go in with the lighter purple. And what do I want in the center? Maybe a little pink? Sure, let's go in with this one. Clearly I've used this one a lot because it's getting kind of empty. You know what I think? I am going to go off screen, dry this, clean up my glass mat, and see if I need another layer or if I'm okay with just that. All right, that is just like a very pale color. I don't even know if this is picking it up so well on camera, but there's just a little pale coating. Oh, it is a little wet on the back there. And a little wet there still. So I'm just going to bring the stuff in here again and see. That looks pretty. I don't know if I'm going to use that. I do like it. I could put it somewhere up there and have the sentiment, whatever sentiment I choose could be kind of coming off of that. That might be pretty. What have we got? Bloom as you are important, you are loved, one step at a time. It's okay not to be okay. We create the world with our thoughts. It's a good day to have a good day. She believed she could, so she did. Little things mean a lot. Everything happens for a reason. Don't use your energy to worry. Use your energy to believe, create, trust, grow, manifest, and heal. Your feelings are valid. Taking time to rest is not a waste of time. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. Those are all good. I mean, this is the Alex Siberia self-care sentiments, and I use this so often. I'm almost wondering about taking time to rest is not a waste of time, because this kind of gives that really relaxed kind of vibe to me. So either that, or maybe we create the world with our thoughts. You know what? I am going to work on sentiments, and I'm going to, I think, stamp both of those possibilities out. I almost like the rest one better, but I know the die cut for that one is just a rectangle, and I kind of feel like a little bit more shape, different shape on there would look cool. But let me find some scrap paper to stamp this on. And by scrap paper, I just mean my good white cardstock, but just a scrap of it. Take out an acrylic block, and I generally like to use my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. You know what? I'm just wondering, should I actually use a scrap of the watercolor cardstock instead of the white? Let me grab some of that. I do have some of the little end cuts from when I cut my panels down. So let's see how well it stamps on here. I have stamped on the watercolor cardstock before. Okay, I need a paper, some random paper that I can add the embossing powder on. So just dump some clear embossing powder and I'll heat set this. Okay, and now for the next sentiment. My thoughts for doing it on the watercolor cardstock also is once it is embossed with that clear embossing powder to set it, then I can also do like a watercolor wash in one of those light colors over top of this. Okay, I have both of them stamped and embossed. So I'm going to bring out the coordinating dies, if I can get them out of the package. And that should be the one that goes there. Yep. And I believe it's just this rectangle for there. I just used that one not too long ago. And I will use some washi tape to secure them in place. I'll just get some of the extra sticky off. And hopefully it does not actually stick to this watercolor cardstock and pull any of it up. And let's see if I get this lined up properly. That looks pretty good. Okay, I will go to my die cutting machine and be back. Oh no, that one stuck. Okay, I'm not going yet. That one stuck to the wrong thing. It stuck to my glass mat instead of the cardstock. So let's redo that and stick it there instead. Okay, now I'll be back. Okay. So, let's see what we think. I'm thinking that probably there. And then I'm thinking maybe that there. With that just kind of coming off of it. That could work. But what does this one look like that's got a little bit more? See, I like that one. Yeah, I think I like that one with more dimension or whatever, more design. So I have my little dish. It has a bunch of these already cut out, but I didn't have those particular ones. And sometimes I keep some of the not stamped on ones so that I can add it as an extra layer. So I might actually cut another one of these out to pop it up. We'll see. Okay, now does it need anything else? Actually, let's take this one. And let's bring those watercolors back in. And my brush. And let's go with that purple. Let's just do a light. Okay, I'm thinking light, but is that... That's a little darker than I was thinking. But you know what I can do is just kind of brush over it again. With the water, so it's not quite as dark. And I am going to dry this and be back. Okay, that is mostly dry, but let's see. I think that works. But I do want to cut another one of those out. Well, maybe. I'm just gonna look and see what else I have that I could maybe add to the card. Okay, I have this lace, kind of like a washi tape roll. I wondered about maybe sticking a layer of that underneath here. Just for a little something extra. Okay, I have a thought. I'm going to cut this a little bit longer than the card. And I'm gonna bring this back in. I have no clue if this will color nicely, but I wondered about trying to make that purple. And it will probably dry a little lighter than it's showing right now, I would think. And I'm going to try drying it with my heat tool and see if that works. Okay, it's not 100% dry, but let's see how it looks. I think I like that. It's just gives a little bit. I mean, most of it is going to be hidden. But I think that works. You know what? I might just kind of leave it like that, or I was wondering about putting some splatters of maybe some silver mica. But you know what I don't think it needs that. I think I might just start assembling. So let's start with this. Like I said, this is not 100% dry. But you know what? I think I like that. Okay, let's cut the excess off. That will go on there. You know what, let me get my card base so I can adhere that down. Okay, bring in my Barely Art glue. What is this clogged? Shouldn't be. It is getting a little on the low side though. But I do use it a lot. Okay, next, let's add glue on here. Hopefully that sticks well to that lace that's maybe not 100% dry. Okay, so far so good. And I like how it pops it up a little bit. I keep wondering if I want this popped up a little bit more. So you know what, let's glue this down. And then I am going to grab the die for this and just cut one or two more out just in that shape. Okay, I cut out two of them, obviously from some scrap. So let me just glue. Oops. Glue that one on top there. Yeah, I think it only needs two, so I'll save that one for another project. And let's go ahead and glue this down. Slightly crooked. That looks a little better. Okay, and the only other thing I want to look for is I want to see what I have for possibly some purple gems to just put a couple around there. Okay, I brought out some nail art gems that I have some purple, some diamond art gems, and this has some little sticker gems. There are a couple purple ones in there. Those ones are a little darker than I would like. Come on. I almost want to go with, but that looks almost too big. And I like having some different sizes. Oh, there's one little tiny guy. I almost like two smaller ones and a bigger one. Let's see if I had one there. One there. My problem is I kind of have to see it. I don't know if this is going to actually like get stuck there. I just want to put it there to see what it will look like without committing. But I don't know if that's going to work. Oh. It's stuck to my ring. Get off. Oh, goodness. Okay, will this pick it up? I just wanted to see. Oh, maybe that one could go in the center of that. Okay, I like that one in the center, so let's just stick it down. These ones I'm not set on yet. Was that? You know what? There, that can work. All right, so here is my finished card for week 42 of the Altered Index Challenge by Altered Index 2025 Challenge put on by Nonstop Paper Crafts. And the prompt for week 42 was lavender. So I've got some lavender and multiple lavender colors. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful day.